This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Williams versus Williams. You all are married, you've been together for 9 years, you have 2 children together, but this happy, this perfect, this loving marriage may all come to a grinding halt based on the outcome of this proceeding today. Is that right, Ms. Williams?
Yes, that's correct.
Tell us why you've opened this case.
I opened this case because I do believe that Mr. Williams is cheating on me. I do believe there's a lot of infidelity going on within our marriage. I think that there's a couple of things that I just can't ignore that's leading me to believe that there is someone else or maybe several other people that he may be cheating on me with.
Mr. Williams, you've heard these accusations. How do you feel about being accused of cheating?
I'm tired of it, to be honest with you. Nobody wants to be not cheating and being accused of cheating. That's like you're not getting the pleasure part of it, but you're just getting the accusation part of it. You know what I'm saying? So I love her to death. That's why I can't approve myself. But at the same time, if that continues going on, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be able to be in that situation, to be 100% honest with you.
So, these accusations can't come out of nowhere. Ms. Williams, what are the warning signs?
The warning signs is that I found a earring back in his car, in the front passenger seat of his work car, when his clients ride in the back. He comes home very late. He gets off of work around 6, and I don't see him until 12, 1 o'clock, sometimes 2 o'clock in the morning. And the other warning sign is that we don't have sex as often as we used to.
Oh, wow, that's quite a trio you got going there.
Yeah.
Oh, so you said that you found an earring back. I mean, an earring back, that's not a big deal. Why would that be a big deal?
Well, Your Honor, this is the thing. I will only wear a specific kind of earrings.
Okay.
Do you mind if I show you?
Ron, would you bring that up to us, please?
Thank you. This is the earring back that I found in the passenger seat of his car.
Of his car?
Yes, and these are the earrings that I wear. Do you mind if you?
He'll bring it up to me.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ron.
I don't wear the earrings that have the back that you pop on the back.
Oh.
I just wear the ones that you just put it in your...
You put it and you clasp.
So this is
Yes.
self-clasping.
Yes, Your Honor.
You don't need backs.
Right.
See, I learned that all these years of buying nice earrings for Judge Cutler. So I know the difference.
This guy. But this picture is of an earring back that you would slide on the post.
Yes.
And if you don't wear those kind of earrings, you don't understand why that kind of earring back is in his car.
Yes, Your Honor.
At the end of the day, Your Honor, all of this is falsehoods. Like, I do drive a taxi. I also engineer as well, like an audio engineer. So my times is crazy when I get home. The number one reason I can tell you she think I'm cheating, to be 100% honest with you, is the things I do with her. Like, when we do have sex and when the sex was great and all of that, like, she knows I'm down to do everything. Like, I'll rub her back, kiss her feet, ETB.
I'm too young for where you going.
You know ETB.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, and I'm scared to ask it.
All of that. You know what I'm saying? I'll go ahead and do all of that.
So why would she have a problem with that? I can't imagine any woman would have a problem with that. Why do you think she has a problem with that?
I think that she thinks that the thing I'm doing with her, I might be doing with other women, and that scares her. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm curious about, though, is you said one of the warning signs is you're having less sex.
Yeah.
He's saying it's because of the sex you all do have and all the things he's doing. That's scaring you. So is it less sex or is it what he's doing sexually with you?
Well, I'm a Scorpio and he's a Scorpio. So when it was normal, it was like 3-4 times a week. Now that went to 3 times a month.
Oh, that's
that
a decrease.
That's a huge decrease.
And that wasn't on your part?
No, it wasn't on my part. So I know if we're not doing the deed in our married home, then somebody's doing the deed for him.
I see how it look.
Yeah, I mean, you go from 3-4 times a week to 3 times a month.
At the end of the day, like, I'm not some animal that can't control myself. Like, I'm not somebody that just gotta run around. I love sex.
I'm not saying that.
I love sex, don't get me wrong, but I'm not the type that can't control myself and, abstain myself if I need to. And that's what I've been doing.
But why has it decreased?
To be honest with you, she ain't gonna like this, but like, we used to have great sex. Now she has lazy sex. I don't wanna have lazy sex.
Okay, have you talked to her about it?
I mean, I vaguely talk about how you had that conversation. You can't, you know what I'm saying?
Wow, you had it right here.
Yeah, but everything out here now, we might as well keep going.
What is lazy sex?
That's like when it's like you gotta wake the person up and then they not all the way up. I don't wanna do that. Like,
Okay, but admittedly, I've been married a couple of months.
Okay.
I'm listening. I want to hear how this ends up.
Where am I going?
Yeah, where you going with
It ain't
this?
gonna always be like a trapeze and a trampoline, and sometimes it's gonna be like, yeah, okay.
I ain't trying to be in y'all business.
I mean, that don't mean I love you less. It's just like, you know, all right, I feel you.
I'm not sure how I want to react to that.
I'm just roll with it.
Just roll with
In y'all business or whatever, but at the end of the day, I know he ETB when it comes down to it, because he want to keep the relationship going. He want to keep the marriage happy.
Well, what is that?
Eat the Your Honor.
Oh! Wow! Oh, I knew I shouldn't have asked. I shouldn't have asked.
If I'm going to that length, I'm not trying to have somebody half.
Oh, okay.
You know, so at the end of the day, it's that. And then I do keep crazy hours. I'm not gonna lie, act like I don't keep crazy hours, because I do. So I can see how it'd be misconstrued as me doing something, but in no actuality, I'm not. And in fact, the matter is, I'm joking and laughing and stuff, but if this don't stop, I'm gonna be ghost. Like, I'm not gonna keep putting up with this.
How do we go from happy times and ETB to you accusing him of cheating?
Well, another reason is because I was looking for my charger in the back of his car, and I saw a bag of T-shirts with just T-shirts stuffed in the bag in the back of his car. And he said, oh, well, sometimes when I'm working, I get hot and I get sweaty, and I just take my sweaty shirt off and I just want to put a clean shirt on. I was like, okay,
I drive taxis.
There's nothing wrong with that. You can put a clean shirt on. So I decided to investigate a little bit further. So I went back to get the bag, and I opened it, and a strong smell came out.
Okay.
Like a perfume smell.
Okay.
So I took a shirt out of the bag, Your Honor, if I may.
Wow. Rob, would you please get that? So that's a shirt from out the bag.
Yes.
Is it a clean shirt or not clean shirt?
Well, this is the thing. It smells, it has a scent on it that it smells like a thought scent, Your Honor.
Wow.
A thought scent?
Yes. It's
I didn't know they had
cherry
that as a
blossom.
fragrance anymore. I didn't know that. Mr. Williams, why does this T-shirt smell like a woman?
Your Honor, to be 100% honest with you, like, when I drive taxis, I like my taxi to smell a certain way. Like, I don't like it to be stank. I don't like nobody to come in there, like,
You
because
like it to
sometimes you
smell
get
like
people
thoughts.
that, okay, whatever.
Why does it smell so fruity?
Somebody could have dropped someone. See, I could have picked it up with that.
He has a story for everything.
If you're going coulda, you could have been with a woman. We're not dealing with what could have happened. I want to know what did happen.
Your Honor, if I may interject, she knows, no disrespect, that the sex right now is not up to par. So I think that's half the reason for her insecurities. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you. You
Your
know what I'm
Honor,
saying?
we have a 10-month-old and we have a 4-year-old. Sometimes I get tired.
Don't they say the things you do to keep them? I mean, get them is the things you gotta do to keep them. So don't get somebody and then change up.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
Sex starts here. If this ain't right, she ain't gonna want to be with you.
Right.
Have you found anything that makes you think that he's cheating?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, what have you found?
Well, I have found condoms in my house.
I know it. Come on.
I do have evidence if you'd like me to show you the explanation, Your Honor.
Sure.
Come on, who's gonna be crazy enough to...
Hold on, Mr. Williams.
Hold on, Mr. Williams. We're gonna get to you.
Yes.
I was looking for the salt in the paprika, Your Honor. I couldn't find it. It was like pushed back in the back of the cabinet. So I keep reaching my hand further back and back and back, and I start to feel some cardboard. So I pull it out, and it's a box of condoms in the back of my kitchen cabinet.
Ew.
Now the kitchen is my space.
Right.
Everybody, because I'm the one that cooks most of the meals in the house. Mr. Williams, Deshaun, was also at our house when I found this box of condoms. And I said, okay, so which one of you guys does this belong to? And they tried to feed me a story saying that it was there when we moved in the house.
Had to be.
Mr. Williams, I know you're trying to spice things up, but
who's gonna be crazy enough to be cheating, bring condoms home, put them in your kitchen where you know your wife is gonna be at? Like,
You could
Do
have
you
had a girl in the
wait?
house.
Do you all use
come on
condoms
now.
in your marriage?
No. And this was also the brand of condoms that me and Timothy did used to use before we got serious. So I know they have to belong to him.
I don't believe those are my brand, Your Honor.
at the end of the day, what's your explanation
They
for
either
why
had to
the
be-
condoms were found in the spice cabinet?
They had to be there when I moved in, 100%, or they had to be my brothers. Like,
Okay, let's hear from your brother.
he said they might be his, but I
We want to get your name for the record.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Your whole name, please.
Deshaun Williams.
Okay, Mr. Williams. This is your brother,
Yeah.
and you were there when the condoms were found in the kitchen.
Yes, I was there.
All right. What did you tell Miss Williams about those condoms, where they came from, or how they came to be there?
I told her I didn't know because, I love my sister-in-law to death, but behind this situation, it actually spilled over into my household.
So now that the drama has spilled and has unfolded, you're here in court right now.
Yeah.
Want to tell the truth. So tell Miss Williams where the condoms came from.
Please.
Okay, this is exactly what happened. We, I don't know if you heard of Something in the Water, because we live in the Virginia area. So we went to the Something in the Water festival or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So we all chilling out, hanging out in their house after the show or whatever. And everybody starts leaving. Everybody starts going home one by one. Everybody's gone. And then one of our friends, he leaves out the door. And then he come running back in like, oh, I can't take this home. Here, you hold this for me. So he passed me.
Talking to you?
Yeah, talking to me.
Okay.
He wasn't even there. He was in the house, but he wasn't around at the area.
For the conversation.
Exactly.
He didn't hear that.
Yeah, he was like right at the door. He came back, passed it to me like, here, hold this. I can't take it home. So it was late. We was drinking. I was tired. So I was like, all right. And then when it was time for me to go home, I thought about it. I said, I can't take this home either. And the kitchen is right by the front door, so I just...
Well, that's not.
But you know what else is in the kitchen?
What's that?
A trash can.
But I didn't want to throw his property away, though.
Thank you.
But you do understand that this story sounds real crazy.
Yeah, it was a crazy weekend. It was.
And that wasn't the story that when I asked you.
That's what I was
guys-
getting ready to ask you. What did they tell you when you found them?
They said that they both said, I don't know whose it is, that was here when we moved in the house.
That's
We've been
right.
in the house a year and a half, Your Honor. I packed this cabinet up because the kitchen that's my space.
I was gonna ask you, when you put the salt in there, would you have thought these people who had this house before were nasty?
Yes,
'Cause
they must have been really frisky.
I really
to leave a
didn't
whole
know where
box
they
of
came from.
condoms
I
in the
didn't
kitchen.
know where they
Think
came
about
from.
it.
Anna, to be
My brother
100%
wasn't
honest with you.
around.
I didn't
He didn't
know.
even know that they were there.
Thank you so much for
Oh
your
yeah, no
testimony.
problem. My brother's innocent. For
Yeah, I'm
No,
definitely
they always
brother's
take up for
innocent.
each other, Your Honor.
Definitely innocent,
They
bro.
always
Brother's
take up for
innocent.
each other.
So here's what we have. He's staying out late. You found an earring back in his car. You don't wear those type of earrings. You found a T-shirt that he claims that he's using to change up.
Yeah.
But when you smelled it, it smelled like thought.
Yes.
And then the one that puts me on my feet is the condoms in the kitchen
Yes.
that you found in the cabinet. And you've been told, oh, they were either here when you moved in, or I don't know, or a buddy's.
I've been told several stories about that, Your Honor.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
so for all those reasons, you believe Mr. Williams is cheating.
Yes.
Okay, so here's the deal. This is where we are, and the stakes are exceedingly high because literally a young, beautiful family is at risk.
Because you got an answer for everything and she doesn't believe any of your answers. So we're going to find out what the answers are because we've done a full and a complete investigation.
Yep.
At this time, the court will call a certified polygraph examiner, Kendall Scholl, to determine, is he cheating? Sean, please escort Mr. Scholl in. Mr. Scholl, how are you today?
Great, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's good to see you, sir.
Good to see you. Thank you.
For the record, would you state your credentials, please?
I spent almost 30 years with the FBI and spent my entire career in Washington, D.C. When I retired from the Bureau, I was actually chief of the entire FBI's polygraph program.
And you conducted a polygraph examination of Mr. Williams, is that correct?
I did, Your Honor.
The first question you asked Mr. Williams. You asked him, did you use any of the condoms that your wife found in the kitchen cabinet to have sexual intercourse with another woman? What was his response to that question?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined he was being truthful, Your Honor.
That's one. That's just one.
Brother's innocent.
She's smiling. I'm glad to see a piece of
Oh, okay.
smile. You asked Mr. Williams, since you've been married, have you had physical sexual contact with anyone other than Mrs. Williams? Would that include ETB?
ETB, top of the list.
I should have never said that.
He's like, yes.
Yeah.
You
I think
learned
it
something
probably
new
would,
today.
Your Honor, yeah.
All right. What was his response?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined he was also being truthful on that.
Oh, she's so happy.
I want to apologize.
All right, Mr. Williams, let me talk to you.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to encourage you to be gracious toward your bride.
Okay.
All right, now I'm gonna talk to you.
That's real.
You know how good you treat him, you do things for him, you cook the dinner for him, you bring it to him in bed.
Yes.
Sweeten that pot a little more.
You all are engaged and you've been together for 6 years, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, Your
Right.
Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Langley, why have you brought your fiancé to court today?
I brought my fiance to court today because I've been, having a suspicious feeling that he's been cheating on me. Because at first I didn't want to believe, what I was saying because we've been together, we got kids together. But I just really want to know the truth because when I talk to him, it's just like I don't get like a very good response. Like he's kind of quiet or he'll just say like a 2-word sentence. So I just brought him in because I really want to know the truth.
Mr. Price,
Yes, Your Honor.
you heard what she said. What do you want to show today?
I'm going to prove that I'm innocent and that I could be a better person that she really want me to be.
All right.
And when you say you're innocent, you mean you're not cheating with anyone else?
No, sir.
You haven't slept with anyone?
No, sir.
You haven't kissed any other women?
I have.
You have kissed other women?
Yes.
Have
Since you've been in a relationship with her?
Yes.
Right?
Did you know that?
No, I did not, Your Honor.
So this is a long-term relationship on the line.
Yes.
6-year relationship.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Langley, you're hoping this is going to work out.
Yeah, I want it to work out because we have 3 beautiful girls together and I want my family to work.
And Mr. Price, you're here to prove today that you're a changed person.
Yes, sir.
So what is your gut? How do you feel in this situation?
In my gut, I feel like he done more. I feel like he had prior intercourse with other women.
And how do you feel about that?
It makes me sick to my stomach. Like, this is the person I love. We have kids together. Like, this is someone, he proposed to me. I accepted it and everything. And then to find stuff like this, it just hurts me. Like, I'm not doing it to you. Why do it to me?
What can I do if I don't get the type of attention from her? Like, how
We have
can I
kids.
feel
We got
like I'm
babies.
loved if I don't get the right attention?
All right, so are you admitting that you're getting the appropriate attention from other women?
No, it's not that. I do that for entertainment.
What do you do for entertainment?
But his brothers,
I
they
do that
bet
for
stuff like that.
I write other women for entertainment because I get mad at her because she don't give me the proper attention. So I go to my brothers and have like a little battle.
So I could do
like
that.
a little battle with them, see who can get the most likes on Facebook.
That's so
The most likes
selfish.
from women?
Yes.
That's-
You doing this
You
with a
are
fiance and
father.
children?
Yeah, you a father. Fathers shouldn't do that.
In response to her not treating you like whatever, you go out and with your boys, y'all have a battle on social media to see how many women you can get to respond to you. Is that what I'm understanding you to say?
Yes.
And so what are you doing to make these women respond to you?
Just sending them like flirty texts.
Saying inappropriate things.
Not like appropriate things like I wanna do stuff to you.
Prince, they
I'd
be
be like
inappropriate.
saying
Very
how beautiful, how you doing, stuff like that.
There was an incident where his phone was going off. We was watching a movie. He wanted to fall asleep. His phone went off, and I was like, your phone is ringing. He was like, go ahead and see who it was. It was a text from a female, and she was like, good night, daddy. So I read the message like, wait a minute.
Right?
Good night, daddy. Our daughters are young. They don't got
Good
no
night,
phone.
daddy.
That's
Yes,
not-
they don't
that's
got
not
no
the truth,
phone.
you know.
So I'm figuring like, good night, daddy.
She
So
went
I'm
through
looking
my
like,
phone without no permission.
yeah,
All right,
I
I'm
did.
like-
He gave me permission. He said I could look at it. He thought it was one of his homeboys. I went through the phone. It had a security code on the messenger. So what I did was, when I was trying to get into it, I had
Crack
to
the code.
delete a whole bunch of other apps just to get into the messenger app so I could read the rest of it. Because I'm like, good night, daddy. Like, I want to know who is this girl. So when I finally got into it, I seen all the other messages that they had.
All
and
the
it
other
was
messages?
It was not no friendly type. It was they in a relationship type.
All right.
I mean, I got the.
Did you bring any evidence of that?
Yes, I did. Here you go.
Thank you, ma'am. Be honest.
That ain't no friend.
So this is a text from
From
him
one
and
of
a
his
classmate.
classmates.
And this is him texting, you are my bae. Mm-hmm. I would like to keep it that way, okay, mama?
Oh, and I thank you for that because I need a man who will be by my side and I'll do everything in return. Mm-hmm. I got you, my daddy Prince.
That don't
Your
sound like
name
no
is
friend.
so awesome.
Oh, you make me just want to grab you and hold you and don't want to let go until I feel you
But
had
you
enough.
got a fiance. You got a fiance and kids, so this is what you write to other women.
All righty.
Mr. Price,
Yes, sir.
Did you send these texts?
Yes, I have.
And is this what you're talking about, where you flirting
No,
to make
ma'am.
you feel like a man or what?
The catch to that is she didn't explain from the beginning. What I told her was that she was just a friend and she had problems with her own previous relationship, her baby father.
But that
And
don't
I
mean
was-
right
Okay,
to say
wait,
it
wait,
like
wait.
Giving her
that.
dating advice, that's all.
Okay, let me just say, no, this ain't dating advice. This is you flirting with her.
Yes.
There's a difference. A dating advice is my husband talking to my best friend saying, hey, I don't know if that guy's right for you, and this is what that looks like. This is things you need to be aware of. That is not dating advice. That is, yo, mama, I'm thinking about you. That's a different animal.
I just want to grab you and hold you and don't want to let go until I feel you had enough.
He could grab me and hold me. Hello, we're in the same house.
I think that's where he should be grabbing.
And then there was also an incident. He was posting up that he was single and everything. I have the proof also.
All right, Ron, would you get that?
He was posting
Please.
up. He need a new bae and all.
You have come prepared to talk to us today.
Because I mean,
I like it.
That was just a new look because I cut my hair on my birthday.
but
No. Now when you say, I'm single, looking for a good girl to be my new bae, okay, dude, you got a bae with a baby.
Exactly. I mean, it was even an incident where my friend wrote me in the middle of the night, my best friend. She was like, Prince had hit me up. And I'm like, well, when he hit you up? She was like, last night. It was like 3-something in the morning or something like that.
Okay, wait. He's hitting on your girlfriend?
I don't know. She said she felt weird because he was texting her like so late and at night.
I was just telling her hi.
That was it.
Yes, and she
You were-
took that as the
You were not hitting on her.
At 3-something at night.
You were not hitting on her.
No, sir.
So the court has tracked down her friend. Ron, would you escort her in, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
So we're about to find out.
That's how he feels. She just tried to help me. She's my best friend. I know her since we was younger.
Would you please state your name for the court?
Shanty Brown.
You're the friend in question, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Miss Langley claims that you advised her that Mr. Price hit on you. Is that correct?
It was, hey, I didn't say nothing. 20 minutes later, what you doing?
And so,
So I just blocked him, and then I called her and was like, Prince just texted me saying, hey, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
What are your kids doing? What's your wife doing? Why you care what I'm doing?
and so at 3 p.m. is what you doing. At 3 a.m. is what you doing.
Yeah.
Right.
And
That's all that
when
is.
she told me that, that's how I took it, like, as in he was like,
What
hey,
you
what
doing?
you doing?
I was just feeling that she just trying to break us up because she got mind
Here
control
we go.
over her.
That's your reason for
What you
texting
doing?
her because you feel she's trying to break you two up.
Yeah.
I don't feel like she's trying to break us up. Like, before me and him even got together, even with any of my other relationships, she always had my back. When my heart was getting broken, she was the one I could come and talk to. She always had my back.
I just never try to break them up because I've always told Shaquana, you're gonna do what you wanna do regardless.
All right. Thank you for your
So,
testimony.
that's it.
You can be seated right there, please.
When I started to notice that he was still keeping in touch with all these other women, and including his ex, it kind of made me go into this rage. Like, I was just upset. So I took his phone and I broke it because I was like, if I bought this for you, you're not going to contact no other women and flirt, because I was the one who bought it for him as a gift. When I took his phone and threw it on the floor, he was like, oh, for real? And he stashed mine, threw mine on the floor. So
it was phones flying everywhere.
So we basically broke each other's phone, but I paid for both phones.
So that's why you're asking the court for $310
Yes,
for
because
the
he
phone.
broke my phone.
Okay. All right, well, we're not going to rule on that right now. We're going to go back to the love suit.
Okay.
Ms. Langley, you're here in court today because you want to find out if this has gone beyond
Yeah.
social media, beyond texting, beyond just words. Is that
Yes.
right? Well, to get to the bottom of this, the court has retained the services of a cybersecurity expert. Ron, at this time, would you please escort Mr. Evans into the courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Evans, sir. Have a seat right here next to the judges. Thank you.
Mr. Evans, how are you today?
I'm doing great, and yourself?
All right. So the court ordered Mr. Price to turn over his phone. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So you've done a full analysis of his phone.
Yes, I did.
All right. And that includes things that are on his phone as well as things that may be deleted?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you find anything interesting in texts?
I found a few things. I was going through his contacts, his call logs, and his text messages when I came across a 443 area code number. And one of the text messages, he was going back and forth with a young lady talking about he was sexually frustrated. So those are...
Do you have evidence of that?
Yes, I do. I want to submit that into evidence.
It reads, what you doing? Babe, I want some. I'm too sleepy. Woman, I'm coming to get some. I'm so blank, sexually frustrated. Is that what you recovered from his phone?
I did. But when I ran the check on the number, it came back to be his girlfriend's number, the plaintiff's.
Oh, okay. They
So
got a little
this
heat.
is between you two.
All right.
I'm about to say, wait a minute.
I thought I had him.
All right, so Mr. Evans, Miss Langley had concerns about texts between Mr. Price and a classmate. Did you find anything about that?
Well, I had the classmate's name and phone number.
Okay.
And I was able to cross-reference the information in the defendant's phones, and I did not find anything in there at that time for his ex. So he got a pass on that one as well.
Did you find anything else concerning his phone?
Yeah. Okay. When he gave me the phone, the defendant had 252 photos that were deleted. This man takes more selfies than all the Kardashians put together.
Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot of selfies for a man, yes.
What'd you find?
I found some of the photos where he was nude from the waist up, and that was just taken 9 days ago.
Do you have evidence of that?
Yes, I do.
Is this a sampling?
That was all on the same night.
Okay. Is that you, Mr. Price?
Yes, ma'am. I just had got the phone. I only had it for 2 months. I was just saying how well a camera was going to be, the quality.
Did you send any of these photos to anybody? I mean, this is the kind of photo you don't just take. Those are
No,
very
ma'am.
specific.
No, ma'am. It was just taken and deleted because the picture quality was off to me.
So nobody got to experience this.
No.
All right, what else did you find?
I also found a photo that was deleted of a woman. This is it right here. Now, when I did a track on the photo, the lady in this picture and the defendant became friends on Facebook. He sent her a friend request at 11:28 at night. She accepted his friend request at 2:16, 3 hours later. That photo was on his phone before they became friends on Facebook.
Who is she to you?
It was a friend off the game, off the PS4 that I play. We play together online.
And that's the only place y'all play?
That's it.
But you're friends with her?
No, I don't know her.
So you have no idea how
I've
this
seen
picture...
this photo, no.
You've never seen this photo?
No.
How would it get on your phone?
I have the evidence. Our forensic software, computers don't lie.
Okay, was this photo found at or near the time the half-nude selfies were done?
I think they were the same day.
Do you understand why this is a problem?
Yes, I do.
And this is representative of your general behavior. Because you're talking about what's she not doing for me, but what are you doing to her?
Ms. Langley, he broke your phone.
Yes.
And how much was your phone?
$180.
$180. And you said you bought him a phone for $160.
Yeah.
And so you claim that you bought his phone, but it's still a gift. So you broke his property. So you actually owe him $160.
Okay.
Now, because he broke your property, we're going to grant judgment in your favor on the lawsuit
Okay.
for $20, which is the difference.
Okay.
Now, back to the love suit.
Ms. Langley, we have provided evidence to you through our expert. What are you gonna do?
Well, I mean, I haven't really seen anything recently because we have been doing like more family things, you know, within the last month or so. I didn't know about that, pictures and stuff, but he had been more interacting with the family. So, I mean, if he's willing to make it work and he is really gonna stop doing all this, then I wouldn't mind just continue on this path with getting married.